Hello, this is Teresa Conway-Hayes, and I am the Stampin' Bookkeeper in Meridian, Idaho. My website is www.stampinbookkeeper.com, and today our demonstration is going to be using the Festive Post photopolymer stamp set, which I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras now. This is the stamp set right here. While you're looking at that, I'm going to go ahead and check my technology here. Here's the card that we're going to be making. Okay, we are live. Just wanted to double check that. This is a cute little card using the deer as the focal point, and then we have some other beautiful embellishments and elements to the card, such as using this cute paper DSP from last year, and then we have some I think it's copper, it's either bronze or copper foil, and we're using the Faux suede, let's see, it's called trim, not ribbon, from the new annual catalog that came out in June. And then we have the braided trim, and then we're using the Festive Post stamp set along with the, oh my, I didn't mark this one. Usually I always mark my punches. So give me a minute and I'm going to look that up real quick. Thanks for joining me, whoever's here. And this is called the rectangular postage stamp punch. So what I usually do is I take my handy dandy label maker right here, and I mark all of these so that I can remember rectangular, and no better time than the present. Postage, and then there's my 5-second memory. Rectangular postage, stamp. I'm going to go ahead and turn my comments on now so that if anybody says anything, I can see it. This is going to be a short demonstration today, so I have time to get my punch labeled here. So I just take this and put it on the side so that I can quickly look and see what the name of the punch is. Just lay like that, so I put it like this. Okay, that's done. Now I have a lot of stuff pre-done for today's demonstration, so it is going to be quick. We'll look at the card one more time. We talked about the elements on the front, and then I just simply put a white insert in there with Merry Christmas, and for that I use the Perfectly Plaid photopolymer stamp set, because this Merry Christmas is one of my most favorite Merry Christmas stamps that I have in my collection. So let's go ahead and get started. Everything's pre-cut out and pre-stamped today. So I have a piece of ribbon that is about 8. So faux suede trim is about 8 inches. I have a braided trim that is 21 inches, and the reason for that is because I'm going to tie it around. And then I have the deer image stamped out on a piece of real red. And this is what I had from the other card that I did. If I would have planned a little better, I would have liked to put this on cherry cobbler, because I felt that the cherry cobbler goes with the DSP that I chose a lot better. And then I'm using a garden green card base. And then I've got another insert with Merry Christmas stamped on it. So let's go ahead and do the easy part first and put the Merry Christmas in there. I have finally learned how to use the Stampin' Seal and the Stampin' Seal Plus. My preference is the Stampin' Seal Plus. That's why it's all used up and I don't have any right now. So for the Stampin' Seal, I find that it is more problematic as far as getting it started. But as long, for both of them, in my opinion, the key is to, if you can get a little sticky going, you're golden. Because once you've got a little sticky going, you don't have to advance. And what I mean by advance is take your finger and go like that, which I don't like to have to do. Because if you've got a little sticky, that little sticky will grab on to the sticky on the applicator, and you don't have to manually advance it. So as you see, I did not have to manually advance that one time, and it works just fine that way. That was the trick that I've learned about how to use this. Now we're going to take the DSP layer, and we're going to go ahead and put some sticky on that. And actually they tell you to come up like that, and that's supposed to allow for adhesive to be on that roller, which is what you need to get it to adhere to the paper. I do it sometimes, sometimes I don't, because like I said, as long as I've got some sticky there for it to grab onto, I don't have any problems. So there's that piece. Now I'm going to put my ribbon, because I never like to put ribbon on the inside of the card base. So I'm going to go ahead and lay my ribbon down. I'm going to use just a little tiny bit of adhesive. I got tired of saying sticky. On the back of this, just to get it to hold. You can use your grid pad or paper, whatever you have. I was just looking at the screen to make sure we don't have any reflection. If you're watching, please let me know. And I see nobody is watching right now, so I won't say that. Alright, there's that. Now we're going to take this. I'm just going to make sure it's going to work. Yes, it will. So So I'm going to tack this down in the middle on the back. And I do like using Scotch tape for this. It's fast and easy. I may end up having to cut this in the back because I'm having some challenges. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. So my trim loosened up and it also twisted. So what I do to resolve that is I take it and I cut it in the back. So this one wasn't twisted. So I will go ahead and tack that one down, but it was loose. So then, but it's twisted now. I'll tack that down there. Trim off the excess. And now I'm going to use a little glue dot to anchor that. Trim this down. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to spread it. I'm going to take the braided trim and I'm going to spread it. Let me know if there's any awful reflection that makes it difficult to see this. So far it looks okay to me. So now I am going to adhere this onto the layer. because this has some I don't know what to call bulk behind it, I put more adhesive on than I usually do. Just checking my orientation, making sure that I'm okay so far. Now I'm going to take this. Last time I used a second cutout, so I haven't cut that out yet. Let me find some green. Been really proud of myself lately because I've been using a lot of my scraps. And believe it or not, it takes organization to use your scraps. I have two ways of organizing them. The most important is that I have this little plastic container with these little like zipper pouches, and I have reds and pinks and oranges and black and brown go in the black one, greens go in the green one, blues go in the blue one, and actually the orange has my white as well. So what I did was I put some adhesive on here on this green one. I'm kind of off screen. And I went for like equal distance here. I don't know if I did that on the other one because the other one, my focus was to cover up. This DSP had something, a Christmas tree cut out of it. So I wanted to use this sheet of DSP, and so my focus was to cover up that Christmas tree on that one. And that's how I came up with the idea of layering these two. So now I'm going to put some dimensions on the back. And I'm going to place that one right there. Not really crazy about that, but I'll do something more to make me more happy with it, because that's how I excuse me, put cards together. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my holiday rhinestones. And this time I'm going to use red. now I'm going to think about the spacing of everything here. I know what I'll do. Looking for my snowflakes. I think a snowflake would look pretty on there. Or snow. These are so small. Well, I did have this all planned out. I'm just going to take this off. And if it rips, then I will have to continue to fix it, which it's ripping right now. Ripped right there. But that's going to be okay. I just like that placement better. And now I'm happy with that card. Except it might look pretty to use some Wink of Stella on the deer. Yeah, I think I like the Wink of Stella on there. But that's what you've got to do when you're making cards, is you've just got to not worry about making mistakes and just go for it. So you can see with the Wink of Stella on there, the deer is just a little bit darker and more pronounced. There we go. I think you can see it right there. So thanks for taking time to visit with me today. Let's see, what do we have going on? We have my workshop coming up next Friday. So it's always the second Friday of the month. And that is, let's see, the second Friday of the month at 6:30 p.m. and we also have a new new demonstrator sign up offer that has to do with bundles. So I need to get an image on Switcher Studio so that I can throw that up there. But be sure to visit my website at www.stampandbookkeeper.com, and from there you can go onto my online store and that's how you would order from me if you wanted to order from me. What's nice about there is that you can use your credit card, whereas if you purchase retired products from me, then you'd have to use an ACH invoice. I do have some retired products that I sell, and I always welcome folks to come take a look at them. And so if you're interested in coming to that workshop, or you're interested in signing up and saving 25% on your product, I believe it starts at 20% and then it goes to 25% if you reach a different level. I'd be happy to share that information with you. Hi Deb, I see you now. And so it's a great way to get discounts on Stampin' Up! Product. So thanks for taking time. We're almost at the half-hour mark, so I don't want to make this long and drawn out, and I will see you all again next time. Bye.